All right, here is today's essay. It's called This Is Not an Affair. It's a snack break. There are only 2 Saturdays a year when my husband works, and I spend them exactly how you would expect, eating Ruffles and French onion dip at the counter like I'm having an affair. Friday night, we were walking down the chip aisle. My husband saw a deal, but he walked right past it. When I see the word free, even if it's next to buy two, get two, I still think it's a deal. Even though I have my father's voice in the back of my head going, if you have to buy something to get a deal, it's not a deal because you're still buying something. My husband said, it's a great deal, but we don't need 4 bags of chips in the house. He's right, we don't. So we kept walking and grabbed a pack of Pringles each instead. I got sour cream and onion, he got cheddar cheese. I then went back down the aisle because I was curious. Pringles are great, but I never feel satisfied after eating them. Maybe it's because I show no restraint and will eat the whole container in one sitting or standing. Doritos were part of the deal. There's something about that fake nacho cheese that just makes me happy. Maybe it's the same happiness people feel when they get Botox. Deep down, you know it's not real, but you really don't care. Eating a cheesy Dorito is like hitting the lottery. I always look in the bag and try to pick out the cheesiest one and eat it. I said to my husband, honey, this is a great deal. He came over to take a look. I'd piqued his interest, and he did the math. $12 for 4 bags of chips, that's $3 per bag. Not a bad deal, but we don't need all of these in the house. Then my brain rushed back to the contents of our refrigerator and cabinet above the microwave. I realized that we have sour cream that's about to expire, and a packet of Lipton onion soup mix. Guess what else was on the Get Two deal? If you guessed Ruffles potato chips, you are correct. And this is how I ended up at the kitchen counter, eating Ruffles and Lipton onion soup dip, like I was keeping an affair from my husband. The joke is on me, though, because as soon as he gets home, he's going to see that half of the Ruffles are gone. Speaking of affairs, I've started to do a little bit more baking lately. I bought a 10-pound bag of all-purpose flour months ago when my TikTok algorithm decided that I should learn everything about making a sourdough starter. The thing is, if you're going to make a sourdough starter, it turns out the first thing you have to do is start. For months, the bag has been sitting on our dining room table. Our dining room table is a glorified storage table. There is a fruit basket on it. That kind of makes sense. But my super cubes are on it, our K-cups, my indoor grill, and various other things. As my husband was leaving today, he asked me what I was going to do. And I said, read, do some writing, maybe go on a walk. That's not happening. And make some carrot cake muffins. He replied, okay, Jenna. Whenever I bake something, he calls me Jenna, after the main character in the movie and Broadway musical Waitress. And then he'll start singing, sugar, butter, flour. And I'll reply with, stevia, butter, flour. It's this whole thing. If I were Jenna, though, I'd be having a sexy affair with a hot young doctor. I'd also be pregnant. I'm not pregnant, but to be completely honest with you, I felt a little pregnant my entire life. Even Ozempic doesn't seem to be fixing that. Maybe that's what life is. A long, slow gestation of strange cravings, unfinished starters, and people who know when to walk away from the chip aisle.